Hello and welcome back. This is RusJuly15. I'm currently trying to fight off the Lithuanians who are trying to take over one of my counties. So far, they have a bigger army than me, but I've called in a couple of allies, so hopefully that'll even things out. Looks like I'm looking over if there's any mercenary companies that I'd like to hire that could help me out with this battle. Looks like I have a bit of gold, 260 gold. It cost me 100 to hire some mercenaries. So I could hire like 2,600 men for 150 gold coins, which could be helpful. That would put me at approximately more men than he has, about 8,000 to 7,000, I think, if I did my math right in my head, which I might not have. Looks like I'm still thinking about it. I'm looking over what kind of troops are in here. Looks like we lost our siege, so we lost a little bit of gold. Looks like he's going after the next place. Looks like I'm pausing now, trying to figure out what I want to do. Putting all my men together. Looks like I'm going to lead the men, or maybe not. Looks like I've got 21 martial, which does make me a pretty effective war leader. And I'm debating on, I think, hiring mercenaries still. Looks like the Swiss band and the Lombard band are pretty similar. Looks like I hired the Swiss band. Looks like they're now part of my army now. So I got my 8,000 men there. And my assumption is I'm going to march them northwest. And there we go. The men are off. Looks like I'm checking out who his allies are. We got High Chief of Pinsk. Oh wait, was that my ally or his? Must have been mine. My daughter Sophia was bitten by a snake, it looks like. She probably gained the brave trait, or I tried to get her the brave trait. Not sure. Clicked it away a little too fast. It's like it's taking a while for my men to move north. Someone was actually talking about, I think that it'd be nice if this was more like a total war game where you could actually see your troops kind of moving around the map instead of just jumping from county to county. Probably would be kind of cool. Would add a little more to do during the... Alright, looks like my men have almost gotten to the county that's under siege. It looks like the King of Lithuania is having his men run the other way. And it looks like they're going to get away from me. And it looks like the war score is now negative 19%. So I'm going to siege back the place that he sieged away from me. And we'll see what happens from there. So now we're at kind of a boring time where we're going to be sieging, it looks like, for a little while. And he's also decided to siege another one of my counties. Although it makes definite sense for me to siege this one, since this is the county that's under, has a claim against it. So that means it's worth a little more war score. That's why it's kind of flashing and, you know, get you all excited about it there. Because it's the important place. You get like a ticking counter, like the longer I control it or the longer he controls it, it contributes more to war score. And what am I doing? That's a huge mistake. I should be totally just sieging. I should not be attacking him via what looks like a major river crossing. This could lose me the war. You can see there I've attacked him, but I've got huge negative river crossing modifier, which is a terrible thing that I should have noticed. It looks like he's Potentially going to win this battle, yeah. Oh, this is bad. Very bad. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? No! And he's managed to call in, I guess the King of Pomerania is entering the war again. Looks like this young guy here must have just inherited it from his father. So, after, I think I see why I attacked him now. It's because I was about to run out of money from my mercenaries. Still, I should have at the very least not attacked him over the major river. That was terrible. It looks like now he's coming after me. So am I in a defensible territory? I should be checking right now. Looks like I'm going to try to call in another couple of allies. Not sure why. I kind of feel like at this point I've pretty much lost. Looks like one of my allies has decided to join. Looks like that guy also decided to join, so it looks like I've got a bunch of allies coming to my aid now. Looks like all my troops are now gone. Looks like all my allies pretty much joined, which is pretty good, but I was going to call them in. I probably should have called them in earlier. There you can see me and all my allies, just quite a few of them, so maybe something good will happen in this war. It's a little dubious though at this point. I'm already 70% behind pretty much. Oh, we'll wait and see. You never know. Maybe these guys will turn the tide. Looks like he's back to sieging the holdings in the county that's the claim is for the war, for the claim he's pressing. Looks like, I'm not sure, I think that may be the Denmark army coming down. Perhaps. And then I need to zoom in or I can't really see the troops. Because I'm just kind of looking at the map. Looks like the Rus and the Muscovas are still fighting. Looks like he's doing a pretty solid job of sieging down my holdings in Pinsk. Looks like I'm going to get him training troops. So I still got about 4,000 men I could call up, which I should potentially do. And now we're at negative 78%. Gotta do something. Looks like he's done sieging. So I'm trying to look around to see if any of my allies are going to save the day for me, but they're probably not. Like, why? You know, I probably wouldn't do much if I was in their shoes, called into a war that's already pretty much over against a relatively strong looking army. So it looks like I've called my vassals into the war. We're gonna all meet over here, which I think is near Kiev. I'm not 100% sure that's the county, but in that area. These guys are gonna meet up here. And it looks like the King of Lithuania is potentially going to head back into his country to try to deal with, looks like I think it's the King of Denmark who's sieging down some of his stuff. Looks like Steffi is always counting money and makes sure he gets the most out of it. He haggled with a merchant over some sweet treats until the merchant laughed with frustration and handed over the sweetmeats for a lot less than he'd asked for. Looks like Yustefi gained some skills. Looks like now the King of Lithuania is gonna get his land back there. I gotta get all my men together as quickly as possible. My beloved sister is upset that she's not married. Looks like I'll see if I can get her to marry anybody, so she can marry this King of Aragon, which I guess could be useful. Potentially use another king in the war. I could also marry this guy here. He's part of the Holy Roman Empire, which is kind of appealing. Maybe the Holy Roman Emperor would want to join the war and help me out. That would be great. He was a big help in some of my earlier wars, if you've been watching the series. So let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to pick somebody, hopefully. Who am I going to pick? I'm looking at the allies. Looks like only one of them brings me an ally of king rank, so I kind of think I should go with that one in hindsight, but I get the impression that I'm going to go with somebody else. Looks like I'd get an alliance with a duke out of that one. I'd get an alliance with a duke out of that one. Duke. 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 I'm not sure what I'm debating on. I know Aragon's a little far away, but marrying a king I think is the best way to go. Now I'm going to see how many men he has. 7,000 men. Yeah, that would be a useful ally, I think. I think we should definitely consider that. I guess I'm not going to. So I'm going to go find my sister again. And I guess I'm going to go with this Swedish Duke instead. I think my thinking was that he's potentially a lot closer. Potentially his men could actually get there before I've lost the war, maybe. I'm not sure that's accurate though. Count Pavel claims that Chief Radoslav of Pereslav is attempting to promote vile heresies. How should I use this information? It appears that I pretty much am loved by this guy, so I don't see there's any reason to do anything. It looks like the King of Lithuania has disappeared into his country. I'm not sure what he's doing. It looks like I'm still trying to rally all my men together. Oh, there he is. There he is with his 5,000 men. So hopefully all my men will get together and we can make another run at him. Hopefully this time we'll be more successful. Looks like, dang it, he cut off some of my men, I think. So I guess they're not all gonna make it. Looks like I got about 4,342 men altogether at the bottom. And hopefully my one ally is gonna march and join up with me. Although I'm not sure if they're doing that. It looks like they're gonna continue marching somewhere. Looks like, oh, okay, one of my allies got like 4,500 men up there. So, looks like the King of Lithuania is planning to go after that army. Not sure what I'm doing. I think I should be heading straight to Pinsk. I got 4,300 men, which puts me at a disadvantage, but if I get there and I defend the territory, I think that would probably have been the smart move. Smarter move in the first place would have been not to attack him across that major river and not lose all my men. It's very disappointing that I did that. I'm pretty sure I would have had a shot in this war had I not done that. Well, maybe I still do have a shot. I don't actually remember the outcome of this war, so Looks like there's some pretty good-sized allies of mine up there that he's trying to chase down. There's like 3,000, another 600, there's another 1,700, and then there's 2,300 here. Not sure where they're all headed. And it looks like I'm finally gonna start moving. Looks like I'm gonna head to Pinsk finally. That'll be good. I think that is where I should be going. I gotta try to get that place back. Try to get these guys there as well. And then, if I'm lucky, my other allies will join up with me and we can go after him all together. Although it looks like currently all my allies are maybe gonna join up with each other. Or maybe not. Not clear what's gonna happen. Although it does look like we've kind of got him a little bit maybe on the run now. He's left my territory and gone back to Lithuania. And I'm looking around to see if there's anything that I can do. Looks like I was thinking, trying to find if I could borrow money. Looks like I can't. Maybe I've already borrowed money. Looks like he's gone into Lithuania to attack one of my allies. Looks like he's going to win that battle, but it does weaken him a bit. Looks like it dropped him down under 5,000 men, which is good. So I get all my men to Pinsk as quick as I can. Looks like another small group of my allies, for some reason, is venturing too close to his main army. It looks like one of my allies has definitely joined up with my army, because it's now 9,000 strong, so that's good. I gotta get to Pinsk and win all these sieges back. Looks like he's also gonna siege stuff in Minsk. Hopefully, oh wow, I think the war score is now 98% in his favor. Oh, 79%, great. Looks like we're battling back a little bit. Looks like I'm going to assault the walls, because I think I have enough men to do so. Looks like this Olga lady might fancy me, but I've decided I don't care. Looks like I sieged 2 of the places down. I'm going to go for the 3rd now. Alright, now I'm still losing, but I'm at negative 50%. Looks like I can call the King of the Rus into the war if I so desire, and I'm going to do so. Let's see what he says. He is in. Nice. Even though he used to be my lord, he can still come and help me out. Looks like he's got close to 2,000 men at least that he can spare. Now, if I'm smart, I won't go through the major river this time. It looks like I'm not smart, though. Why do I keep doing that? Well, hopefully this time I outnumber him enough. Looks like this guy here has become a detached priest. I'm going to see if I can find him someone to marry real quick. I'm going to pause the game so I don't miss anything going on in the war while I do this marriage. Not sure why I'm making this such a big deal. This guy's looks like he's barely even related to me. That's okay though. Come on. Just pick somebody. It's not a big deal. There we go. Alright, looks like my men have joined the war once again across the major river. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you will do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? Master winter terrain, master rough terrain, focus on cavalry, focus on light foot. Looks like I picked one of those. Looks like I'm actually going to win this battle. Looks like we won. And I've imprisoned the King of Lithuania. There we go. So now I can offer peace, enforce demands. He loses his claim. I guess I'm looking over. The Lithuanian conquest of Pinsk has ended. Hooray! And this is where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you all for watching. This has been Hurtler USA.